It's time for the Live Eye. Let's check in with Dawn with some old friends we're going to meet all morning long.
Exactly. Some old friends and hopefully some new friends. Come on over, guys. We're out here in Abbotsford as we're getting ready for the Heroes Hockey Challenge. First year was last year. $85,000 raised over 3 events. And we got Darcy Rhoda, who is I guess you're the captain of the NHL alumni team, right?
That's right, Dawn. It's just a real pleasure to be part of this event.
And you don't actually play a lot anymore, so this must really have a special connection for you for this particular event.
Yes, I don't play much at all, but the military have been great for our country, and to support this event is fantastic for me. And also an honor, my father was served in World War II, so it's a real honor for me to be part of this event.
And we should point out that this is raising money for military charities. And Dan, you are the captain, and I want to say a double captain. Captain, my captain, right?
That's right, yes.
Tell us a little bit about where the money is actually going.
Well, the money is going to the PPCLI Foundation, a foundation that looks after our families of our fallen, and as well as our currently serving military personnel and those retired personnel that have having issues and perhaps money problems. And the money also goes to a whole different mountain charity organizations, all supporting the military.
That's fantastic. I'm going to shuffle over here. You guys all have the skates on here. Dave, how you doing?
Good morning.
Last time I think we saw you was about a year ago. So tell us, is there going to be any trash talk here amongst some of the NHL alumni, I think?
Well, there has been for a while, but it's all good. We're out here to have some fun, and hopefully some people will come out and watch us and raise some money.
And that's just it. We want to fill the seats here. That's what we're telling people is to come on Sunday. And Jim, last year you participated, I think, in Calgary. What was that vibe like?
Oh, it was great. We had a lot of good support in Calgary last year. A lot of the school kids, we gave out quite a few tickets to school kids and filled up the arena, and it was a lot of fun. The soldiers, the heroes coming back from Afghanistan had a chance to meet their heroes growing up as, the NHL alumni from the Flames, and we had a great time.
And people will have a chance to do that as well, to meet some of their heroes and their hockey heroes as well. The Heroes Hockey Challenge taking place in Abbotsford, Jody and Riaz on Sunday. For details, you can go to Ticketmaster.
Dawn in the Live Eye. Hi.
Yes, we are getting ready for the Heroes Hockey Challenge, and right now we got Dan and Jim from the Heroes team. Come on over, guys, and we're going to chat with them a little bit about the event. But first off, of course, on the heels of the trade deadline, both Darcy and Dave traded on the trade deadline. What was that like for you, Darcy?
Well, it was my first time ever being traded. It was 34 years ago that I was on the deadline from Chicago, where I was there for nearly 6 seasons, and traded to Atlanta. And I guess it really gave me kind of a touch of reality that it was really more of a business than a sport, and kind of the fact that I was going from a place where I really enjoyed playing. But at the end, I got to come back and play in my home province, Vancouver, so it worked out real well.
So it all turned out okay. What about you, Dave?
Well, I got traded on the deadline when I was in Philadelphia, and what has happened, the day of the deadline, we were doing team building. So Roger Nielsen would set up this team building, day for us. It was 3:00 Eastern time. And everyone's looking at the clock, it passes, and we're still doing our team building. So, guys are grabbing each other when you're falling backwards or whatever the heck you're doing. And then all of a sudden, Eric Lindros was the captain at the time, and it's 3:30 and it's getting close to 4, and he's going, Babs, you haven't heard anything? And I'm going, what are you talking about? And he goes, so he left, and he went and gave Bobby Clark some hell, and finally they came down and told me. But when you get traded, you lose kind of the common denominator of that city you're in, especially if you have a wife and and kids. And
must be tough on all of them for sure.
Oh, absolutely, that's the toughest part.
Well, of course we're here to promote Heroes Hockey Challenge, with you guys and a number of the NHL alumni are part of. Just really quickly, what's it going to be like for you guys to all be playing with some of these NHL alumni?
Well, from last year, the experience last year, I think the young soldiers that are going to be playing, they're going to be awestruck to start. They're on the ice for the first time against their heroes that they grew up watching on TV every night. And but I think by the time the second period rolls around, the guys will be over it and skating.
There you go. Well, if you want to attend, we'll find out a little bit more about who's playing for the Heroes team coming up a little bit later. But it's happening in the afternoon. It's a great afternoon game, Jody and Riaz. Tickets are not very expensive. It's happening out here in Abbotsford. All supports the military charities. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster, and the game's on Sunday. That's right. That's happening on Sunday, and it's a nice afternoon game. Tickets are just under $30. Why wouldn't you want to come? It supports a great charity. Tell us a little bit about, Jim, where the money is going for.
Well, the money is going to the PPCLI Foundation, which is our charitable organization, part of the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry, and the money goes directly to the wounded warriors, guys that have been wounded overseas in Afghanistan and right across the world, and of course to help out all the families of the fallen soldiers.
That sounds like a great reason to be here. Dan, maybe tell us a little bit about who your team is made up of.
Yeah, we have soldiers from the 39 Canadian Brigade Group, the reserve across BC. We also have 8 guys coming out from the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry in Edmonton, as well as we have members from the Royal Canadian Air Force and the Royal Canadian Navy. So this is Canadian Armed Forces as a whole.
I don't know. It sounds like they got a pretty good team there set up, Darcy. What are you thinking?
They do have a pretty good team. I was talking to these two characters. Well, we got a pretty good squad. We got Babs in the back end, anchoring our defense, and a number of guys have had a lot of NHL experience. 2 guys I'm really looking forward to playing with is Gary Monahan, who is a former Canuck and the first pick ever in the NHL entry draft when it began. So Gary's got some history behind him. Another guy that I play with in Atlanta, Gary Unger, who once was the Ironman in the National Hockey League. So great bunch of guys, and should be fun.
Excellent. It sounds like fun. Who are you looking forward to playing with, Dave?
Well, I hope Cliffy Ronnie's on our team because he can still fly. I know Greg Adams is coming in. I know he can fly. So these guys are in trouble. I know Gary Volk. He's a young fella. He probably looks better than he plays now. But anyway, Dana Merzen's coming in. The speedy Dana Merzen from Calgary. Everyone's familiar with him. Who else? Al Iafredi.
You did well with that list. You got a pretty good memory.
Well, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Well, I tell you what, Jim Robson also is the honorary commissioner. The Stanley Cup will be here, and a couple of the players, I believe, that are going to be here actually have their names on those Stanley Cup as well. And the Lieutenant Governor, the new Lieutenant Governor, will be dropping the puck again, 2:30 on Sunday. Heroes Hockey Challenge. For tickets, you can go to Ticketmaster. Jody and Riaz. Yes. Here's a first from me. I'm going to drop the puck. There we go. Oh, how did I do, Darcy? Was that okay? Was that just like a professional?
You did very good, Dawn, and really appreciate being out here this morning.
Oh, thanks a lot. And by the way, for the Heroes Hockey Challenge, the new Lieutenant Governor will actually be dropping the puck, and Jim Robson is the honorary commissioner as well. We're talking about the Heroes Hockey Challenge. First of all, Darcy, we were talking a little bit about this earlier, but maybe just the personal connection to this particular charity.
Well, for me, to be involved with these fellows, the military, what they meant to our country and the service they've done over the years, and my dad served in World War II, so in his memory, I'm delighted to be here also. It's going to be a great event. Hope people come and watch.
And of course, it's all for a great cause. Maybe, Jim, just tell us briefly again who is going to benefit from this.
Well, the proceeds are going to the PPCLI Foundation, which goes directly to the wounded warriors that were wounded over in Afghanistan and to the families of the fallen.
And of course, Dave, this is going to be a great time. I mean, you guys have a chance to, of course, participate in lots of alumni type of events. What do you think people are going to get a chance to see on Sunday?
Well, they're going to see some good hockey, and these guys are competitors, and so are we. We got a bunch of our old buggers coming out. Darce and myself will be playing. Cliffy Ronnie and Gary Volk, a couple of guys from Calgary, Dana Merzen, Greg Adams is coming in. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Lots of great names, and Dan, to be knowing that you guys are going to be playing with some of these great alumni, what's that going to be like for you?
Oh, it's super exciting. I've never done anything like this before, and there's a lot of young guys on the team that are really excited to play with their heroes. So
excellent. Well, again, if you want to attend the Heroes Hockey Challenge, first of all, thanks to, again, the NHL alumni participating, and thank you so much, Dan and Jim, for your service, and to all our military out there. If you want to support the military, you can, of course, attend the Heroes Hockey Challenge happening here in Abbotsford, 2:30 on Sunday. Tickets are just under $30. I mean, it's so cheap. Why wouldn't you come? Great entertainment. For more tickets, details, you can go to their website.